back to the Introvert Circus. I'm Sassafras, this is Sirius, and today we're going to be doing a chat video about our experience with the AKC's new virtual scent work test that debuted this year. If you have been on our channel for a little while, you probably have seen that Sirius and I did do the virtual scent work test for the beginner level. We have not yet done the intermediate or expert levels, but I wanted to give my honest opinion about what it was like as a competitor or participant with that program. And so we're going to be chatting a little bit about that today. If you have not done so already, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe. It really helps the channel and it helps us to know what kind of content you're interested in. So the virtual scent work test is a new program with the American Kennel Club this year that I was really excited about. It's part of an amazing array of trick and sport programs that you can do with your dog virtually from home and submit videos to be evaluated for. So this program is in some ways very similar to the rally program in that you record content and then you send it directly to the American Kennel Club to be evaluated by a judge from that program versus, say, the Trick Dog program, which I'm a CGC evaluator, so I evaluate Trick Dog titles for dog and handler teams who send me those videos, and similar to also Virtual Home Manners, where I can evaluate Trick Dog and Virtual Home Manners titles, and then they submit paperwork and I submit paperwork, and the title is filed as official with the AKC. With the virtual scent work program, what you're doing is you're sending the video and your title paperwork to be evaluated by a judge that the AKC coordinates. So that's what it looks like a little bit. Like I said, Sirius earned her beginner virtual scent work title this year. We had a ton of fun with it. A little bit of context about my experience with scent work, her experience with scent work. I remember when scent work really took off and became really, really popular. If you're new to my channel, I've been involved in dog training and dog sports since the mid-90s. And I remember when scent work became a thing. It is never been my sport. I will say that. I sometimes like to joke I'm a bad dog person, that I don't find a lot of enjoyment in scent work. I have taken seminars in scent work. I've trained in scent work. Sirius actually knows and can search and alert to Birch, which is the novice scent. That said, we don't do a lot of it. We've never competed in it until the virtual scent work test, and I almost never train in it because I don't like it. And when I say that, what I mean is what I really dislike is how finicky and temperamental dealing with odor is, dealing with essential oils, and they need to be really cautious and careful with how you handle the odor so you're not like spreading odor all over your training space or all over your training bag. I find it irritating. And so I don't do a lot of it. We do much more playing around with handler scent, things that are, I would say, like a play or trick version of like scent articles for obedience, like utility level. I find that much more enjoyable. You still have to be careful with not contaminating scent, but much, much less of a deal than dealing with essential odors. So I don't do a lot of it. So I was super curious what the virtual scent work title program would look like and if it was going to be something I would want to deal with. Again, because I actually threw out my Birch because I didn't like having to store it and navigate how I handled it. So I don't even have any right now. Like I said, bad dog person. That's a joke. And so I was really excited by the virtual scent work program because the search items that your dog is searching for are much more connected to the kind of sports games, activities I like to do in terms of scent-based games as part of trick training. So with the virtual scent work program, the dogs are searching for either a ball, a toy, or a treat. And for the beginning title, they do 2 different searches in your house. and you show putting your dog in the quote unquote blind, so an area where the dog can't see where you're hiding something. You hide one either object or treat. You show your process of hiding that. You show going back to get your dog. You show your dog searching and finding that. And then you do that again in a different area of your home. So for Sirius's beginner title, she searched both for a ball and for a toy. And it's the same. You pick 2 of those 3 items for the intermediate title, which is done outside. And then for the expert title is you do all 3, treat, toy, ball. And that's what it looks like. And so for me, that was great. It aligned perfectly with the training that I enjoy doing, that we already do a lot of, and it was a lot of fun to get those videos recorded and sent off. I will say the critique, or some of the critique that I've heard from friends and peers who train and do a lot more scent work, either as a competitive sport or with working scent dogs, doing everything from conservation work to, all kinds of things with their dogs professionally, is that they were frustrated that they felt like they didn't want to participate because food and toys are distractions that they train to avoid, not something that they train their dog to search for. That makes perfect sense. So for them, the virtual scent work program was not a good fit, and they didn't do it with their dogs. That said, I think that those folks probably aren't who the program was really designed for. I think it's an amazing introductory program for dog owners who are curious about getting involved with sports, people who are curious about scent work. I think it's also perfect for folks like me who, for example, tricks are our primary sport. I'm very happy to teach my dog to search for toys and primary odor or treats, and already do a fair amount of that as part of tricks training that we're doing as part of skills that we're practicing and working on in that sport. So for us, it was great and it was a lot of fun, but I understand for serious competitors in scent work already, or for folks who have working dogs who are trained on particular odors for this part of their job, that it might be less appealing because you wouldn't want to necessarily be retraining, or you could train it on a different cue would be my suggestion. But I understand sort of the hesitation there if you've worked really hard to train to avoid treats and toys when your dog is working. So that's kind of it in a overarching piece. You send off your video, you get a score back from the AKC as a pass, or I guess a not pass. I know some people who have gotten not passes, so I share that because it is a real program. It's a real titling program. I do know folks whose dogs didn't pass their searches, so it's not just you send them your video and your money and you automatically pass. So it is an accomplishment when your dog does get a passing test and then when they earn the title. And it was a lot of fun. When we did it not long after the program started this year. I will say the time for getting evaluations back was long. I think all told for the 2 evaluations, I sent the first one in, and then I think I didn't send the second one in. I think I didn't send it in until I'd gotten the pass back because I wasn't sure what the evaluation would look like because it was a new program, and I wanted to make sure I was recording things properly before I was just sending in entry fees. I think it was 5 weeks about to get evaluations back for both of the passing tests that we sent in, which earned Sirius her virtual beginner scent work title. So it does have a little bit of lead time. I'm not sure if that has changed over the last few months. I have heard from folks that it is a little bit of a slower title evaluation, which makes sense. There's a lot going on in the world, and these are being evaluated by scent work judges. So it just takes a little bit of time, and that's okay. When your dog earns their title, so when they get their 2 passing scores for beginner, when you're getting started, which is really what I'm talking about for this video, the AKC does send you an official title certificate. I will show this more. It is up on the wall. So you get your official title certificate. Honestly, my only critique of the program is that it doesn't have, that's all that you can get, and that there's not an option to purchase a passing ribbon for each search or a new title ribbon. And I think that that's kind of a bummer in the way that like you can purchase ribbons for virtual home manners or trick titles or CGC through the AKC website. I know a lot of people and a lot of folks that I work with in my coaching group who have participated in the program really wanted ribbons, because who doesn't love ribbons? They're fun. So what I will say is that when Sirius earned her beginner title, I did out of pocket work with a third party ribbon maker, which I've done in the past for other things, and I got custom ribbons for Sirius's beginner virtual scent work title because I wanted to have them here in our training room and I wanted to just have them for the memories. So that orange and pink ribbon right there, I can show up closer up later, but that. Okay, so just wanting to insert some close-ups. Here are the passing ribbons that I made for Sirius's virtual scent work beginner title. There's one, here's the other one. And then here is the title rosette that I had made that I think turned out amazing. I wanted something super bright and kind of fall colors because we did earn the title at the beginning of fall. And I think it turned out really, really pretty. So those are the ribbons that I had made to go on her ribbon wall. I know a lot of folks were doing the same thing that I did and ordered custom ribbons to have for their dogs. So that would be my only suggestion, was it would be great if we could have just ordered ribbons directly from AKC in the way that you can for tricks or CGC or virtual home manners. It would have been less expensive and it would have just been easier to be able to do that. But otherwise, I absolutely love the program. I think it's fantastic. I think if you are at all curious about scent work, if you're interested in doing something inside this winter with your dog, as the weather is getting gross in a lot of places, it's a perfect activity. It dovetails beautifully with trick training. If you, like me, spend a lot of time teaching your dogs tricks or competing and earning trick titles with your dogs, I think that the virtual scent work program goes with that really, really nicely. And I haven't decided when, if, or probably more when, we're going to do Sirius's intermediate and expert virtual scent work titles. Again, it took a little while to get the evaluations done on her beginner title, and by the time we got them back, we had kind of gone into the rainy season here in the Pacific Northwest where we're based. So I am kind of waiting and have been waiting for our yard to dry out. Mostly to make the search more enjoyable for me to set up, as opposed to having her search in really wet, rainy conditions in our backyard, which is what we need to do for the intermediate title. Again, scent work, not our primary sport, but I do really like the program, so I am pretty likely to continue with her and try to get those intermediate and expert titles in as well. It just wasn't a big priority this fall because we were working on a lot of other things, some of which I've been able to share and some of which are some exciting book and project announcements I'll be sharing with you in the new year. But I was really excited to be able to earn that beginner title with her. It is the first time I've competed in scent work or put a scent work title on a dog, even though I have trained with odors and played around with scent work for years. It just wasn't a priority to me, but it was exciting to be able to get involved via this program. I think it's so accessible and such a great way to bring more people into scent work. So those are my thoughts. I love the program. I think it's absolutely great. My only critique is it would have been nice to be able to buy ribbons from them, but I ordered my own and I love what I made. So that worked too. It's a really fun program though. If you are at all interested in me doing tutorials about how I teach or how I start teaching dogs to search for treats and toys, let me know. I can absolutely make those videos if you are thinking about getting started with the virtual scent work program and would like to learn how to teach your dog those skills. It's a skill that most dogs pick up super quickly, and then you can start making your hides more difficult. There are criteria, I should have said that, for earning the titles of where you need to hide, how you need to hide or conceal the toys or treats for your dogs to find. All of that good stuff is available on the AKC website that has all the specifics about how you need to record, what you need to show, making sure the dog's always visible, showing the location of the search connected to the location of the blind, etc., etc. So check out all that from AKC. Let me know if you'd like a training tutorial for teaching your dog to search for toys and treats. We can definitely make that probably early in January, maybe later this month. Let me know. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And most importantly, don't forget to have fun with your dogs.